from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you.
And welcome back, and of course every Saturday morning we look forward to the Colts segment with Alex Tiugani.
We sure do, Dick, and last week we caught up with Belmont Lions Richie Wiley and Tasmanian recruit Cato Evans. Well, here we have another edition of our Colts segment. We'll start off with a bloke we've been meaning to talk to in Richie. Firstly, you played in the interleague team. How'd that all go?
Oh, it was a good day actually up in Maryborough, but unfortunately my form wasn't the best. But no, it was a good experience, and yeah, we learnt like the ball moves so quick. It's so much different to down here. It's the best of the best up there. So yeah, it was a real good eye opener. So yeah.
Moving back to the GDFL, tell us how the Belmont boys are going, being one of the members of the leadership group.
Well, unfortunately this season hasn't been the greatest for us. We got up and about for 3 games in a row. So yeah, but you know it is what it is. We're all here for the fun of it. So at the end of the day, we're all good mates, and that's all there is about it, basically. So yeah. Yeah,
absolutely. One of your teammates, Mitch Bell, made his senior debut last week. Has he been going on about it?
Oh, not really. He's earned it. Let's be honest, he's earned it, and the little ginger ninja, he goes real well. So yeah, he's well deserved, and he's playing again today actually at Anarchy. So yeah, it should be really good. Yep. While Mitch Bowles a new addition to the senior side, new addition to the Colts side is Cato, fresh from Tasmania, mate. Yeah. Tell us about the journey.
Yes, well, yeah, just come up here for uni, and it's a bit warmer, not today, but yeah, and just found my way down here.
Yeah, what are you studying right now?
I'm studying occupational therapy, so yeah, it's keeping me busy at the moment.
Okay, and how does the Belmont Lions rate with your other junior clubs?
Fairly similar, just good mates around, you know, good leadership around the club, and yeah, just really enjoying it actually.
Yep.
We're liking it.
Finally, we want to, get a good word in for the coaches before the game, so you're in your position. Yeah. Give us the scoop on Reef. Him and the senior side have won 3 in a row now.
Yes, well, Reef personally is a character. Pretty good footballer. He knows what he's talking about. Like listening to him, and learn a lot from him. Well,
both of you boys sound like you know what you're talking about as well. Wishing you all the best this morning, fresh morning.
No worries, thank you.
Thanks for that, boys. Well, the Belmont Lions will travel to East Geelong this morning. Speaking of the travellers, you've also got North Geelong heading to the Burdoo Reserve. One to watch in Division 4, Winchelsea taking on Newtown and Chilwell. They can play finals if they win this morning. Already started is another... starting later this morning is Corio 2 travelling to Torquay 2. And up the top in Division 2, Anglesey are playing a home game at Belpost Hill. So the Colts are all over the place, but until next week, it's back to you, Dick.
And Alex will be back again next Saturday morning talking everything that's Colts footy. As we alluded to in the last segment, we have a very special guest on the show this morning. He's going to tell us all about what's going on out there at the Winter Resort. They're on their 5th in a row chance this afternoon. The coach of the Belmont Lions, Dave McKernan. G'day, mate.
G'day, mate. Thanks for having me on the show.
So, to start us off, mate, what is going on out there? This massive resurgence of the Belmont Lions.
I think it's just a continuation of our development that we've been starting off since the start of the year. We've got a lot of young guys, and I think it's really showing the development that we've been putting in the time and effort that we've invested into them. That's really, starting to show and pay a dividend.
You came from Winchelsea. You played your footy at Winchelsea.
No, I played probably my first setting up cry when I was 15.
Grubby job, you at Winchelsea.
And then,
that's all right.
Oh, no. I had 1 year there helping Paul Price.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah,
so yeah, went and coached reserves and helped him out with numbers and everything like that.
And this is your 2nd year at Belmont Lions?
First year.
First year. Yeah. So everything going along all right. You're pretty happy with the way it's looking at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Like as a club as a whole, it's improved. So. I think we had our least amount of numbers on Thursday night to train, and that would have been about 40. So it's really positive.
Before Grubby asks you a question, Belmont Lions always seems to have a flow of players coming and going all the time. Is that still a problem out there?
Look, we knew this year we had to get a lot of new players in. Last year they were struggling to field a reserves team. And one thing I said to them was that I wanted to build a club, not just a senior list, and that was something we worked hard to develop. But with saying that, we've probably already re-signed 80% of our list heading into next year, which gives us a great, stepping stone into next season as well as now, and the confidence that the guys have got to wanting to stay and understand the path that we're going along. I think it's probably helping us win those games now.
Mate, unlike this idiot, I'll try and get my questions right. I reckon 3 years ago, Belmont did the same thing. They come with a big run, won about the last, I think 5 out of the last 6, got beat their last game, and we all thought, right, here we go, next year. obviously, I don't know why, but they never did it next year. They never did it the year after. You blokes have won 4 in a row now. Can you keep this going and can you take it into next year? Because in this form you're in now, you could have been fighting for a spot in the final 5.
Yeah, look, no doubt. We probably dropped a couple of games early that I thought we would have won. But after using those games, I suppose, after losing those games, I should say, I was able to actually learn a lot about the players individually and realise where we had to educate them to fit them into that jigsaw piece to make it complete. But the biggest thing that I think we've done is strip back the whole club, so not just the playing list. So we've got, you know, 2 or 3 good trainers now. We've got the right people in at community levels. We've got a couple that are prepared to put their hands up for next year and help develop that forward. So it's not just about the footy club on ground. What pushes and what drives, as you know, is the people behind the scene, and I think that's a real positive that we're looking at to not only take from this year but to really help us forward next year.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of kids I had, or a couple of players I had a look at, and I want to know a bit more about. There's the Hahn boys. One of them's a really good player, the other one's a good player.
Yep.
And the big fella Jackson, where's he come from? Does he play every week?
Yeah, Jacko, he's probably missed about 2 games for the year. We picked him up pretty late into the piece.
Yeah.
He come from Queensland, and
okay.
we just got in touch with him through a friend of a friend. So it was a nice little pickup sort of thing. He captained a team from up that way last year, and so to actually get him in and use a bit of his leadership this year has been really positive.
And Alex Hahn, he's a pretty good kid, isn't he?
They're both ripper kids. They've off the field, I say to them every week, they're probably the most politest guys I've ever met. Please and thank you for absolutely everything, even when you're telling them off for doing something. They thank you for it. But when the ball's in the way, you hope that you're not in their way. They just go straight hard at it. So it's a good blend to have, and especially a bloke like Alex. I think he come into our team as a really good player, but over the last 4, even 6 weeks, he's really developed as a leader now. So. And that's been a real positive for us as a club as well.
That's good. Probably my last question is, biggest pest in the club would have to be Brian Coghlan?
I think so. I think it's more his singing and dancing and that sort of...
Does he get up and do old Father Abraham at all? Or?
Well, let's say yes. Yes. So, and I wouldn't say it's dancing, it's more just... It's probably more just a swagger or moving sort of thing. So, but no, look, they're the guys of the club that you love to have around, and a lot of the young guys... It builds within them when you see a guy like Brian and what he does for the club, and hopefully it's them guys that see that and they want to take it through to their next level, or once they're finished playing and hang around and help the club out.
I think I do a wonderful job at the Belmont Football Club, Grubby, anyway, so don't start. Dave, thanks for coming in this morning, mate. I'm dreadful in person. All the best to the Belmont Lions for the rest of the season, mate. I know you can't make the finals, but what a great way to finish the season, and, well, a great platform for 2015. So thanks for coming in, mate, and all the very best.
No worries. Thanks for having us.
Good on you, mate. Dave McKernan, the coach of the Belmont Lions Football Club. We'll take a break, come back and talk about all the action on this afternoon. Back after this, and no more impersonations either.